All right. Hello, and welcome to Missn Spiritual Life Advice Channel. I am Missn, and I'm here to do your love and soulmate connection reading for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the first half of March. Okay? Thank you for being here, Aquarius. Please take the time to click like and subscribe. That will be greatly appreciated. Anything you need to know about my channel, my policies, my services, and how to reach me is in the channel description, as well as in the description of each video. I do not give outcomes. Please be advised that I'm simply here to enlighten and advise. My readings are gender fluid and apply to same-sex couples as well. Just simply choose the masculine and feminine energies as they apply to you. All right, so let's go ahead and get into your energy, Aquarius. I'm going to pull one Lisa Frank Major Arcana card to speak to the overall energy of the relationship. And then we're going to get into the masculine energy and the feminine energy and see what you guys got going on. All right, so we're going to first call Spirit. Excuse me. I did Capricorn before you. It was a rough read. There were tears. I had to get myself together. I'm all right now. So, spirits of the ancestors, gods and goddesses, guardian angels, and watchers, please be here to deliver a positive and accurate message for my Aquarians, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for this love and soulmate connection reading, the first half of March. Only the spirits that I call here, meanest, the greatest, and highest of good, are welcome here. Please cover us in love and light and protect us from evil and negativity. Thank you very much, please, spirits. Okay, let's go ahead and pull your Lisa Frank Major Arcana card to speak to the overall energy of the relationship. And then we'll get into the feminine energy and then the masculine energy and see what you guys got popping. All right. Let me sit back before the cards fall across I've been having a lot of flying cards lately. I feel like I need my table to be like a whole nother 4 feet out because they just be, child. I'm tired of chasing cards. Well, this is the way I like to shuffle. I feel like Spirit gives me, Spirit gives me the accurate cards. Okay, well, it gave me 2 for you, so I'll take them. 2's not too bad. All right, so you got the Justice card, and the Moon card. So the Justice card, of course, talks about, now some of you may possibly be having some legal issues. I hope not. And it may be pertaining to a legal matter. But it talks about you getting what you deserve or knowing what you deserve or something that you deserve on some level. You know, with justice, you have these scales of good and bad. So let's see what direction these scales are going to be tipping for you within this read. Excuse my burping. I don't know. I did 3 readings earlier. I did Cancer, Leo, and Virgo. And I was perfectly fine when I sat down, but then I just hit this. I just got extremely tired. Like, I just really wanted to go to sleep. So I said, no, I will not back down today. I'm getting these readings out. I hopped in the car, went to the convenience store, grabbed a Monster, I got the big ass Monster. And so I've been sipping on an energy drink, and I'm just been little burps here and there because it's rare I drink something bubbly. All right, usually it's tea, lemonade, or water for me. All right, so, and then we got the Moon card. Your other card was the Moon card. Now, the Moon card talks about some shady stuff, possibly. Possibly hidden emotions, hidden feelings, things being done in the dark of night, somebody not speaking up, somebody holding stuff inside, or just, like I said, somebody moving in a shady manner. Possibly some deception, we'll see. So, let's see how this applies to you. Since we got 2 cards, let me slide this over and get them both here, if they will cooperate. Okay, good enough. That'll do, P. That'll do. Actually, let me see if I can kind of bridge them. Yeah, that worked. Cool beans. Okay, and can we still see that it says Aquarius? Yes, we can. All right. Victory, victory. Okay, so, all righty. Let's get going. Now we're going to get into the feminine energy. Woo. My hands are cold. That's why they're so stiff. Okay, Spirit, we're going to ask for a Did I? I did. Okay. Okay, Spirit, we're going to ask for a positive and accurate message for my Aquarians, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the first half of March for my Aquarians. Spirit, we have positive and accurate insight into the feminine energy. Spirit, what are my feminines feeling, thinking, and doing in this Aquarius energy, please, Spirit? What are my feminines feeling, thinking, and doing in this Aquarian energy? Gee, baby, I had to take a minute and get my tears out and go redo my makeup a little bit and stepped out on the porch and got some fresh air for a hot second. I had to regroup. And then I messaged, I sent a link, I sent the link to the video to my daughter-in-law. Okay. Okay. All right. So, Spirit, now we're going to ask for positive, accurate insight into the masculine energy for my Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the first half of March, please, Spirit. What are my masculines feeling, thinking, and doing for the first half of March, please, Spirit? What are my masculines in the Aquarius energy feeling, thinking, and doing for the first half of March, please, Spirit? One more shuffle. All right. All right. Spirit. All right. Oh. Fool card's been out a lot today and all up in the masculine energy. What does that say? Ha! Okay. Let me lay off my masculines. Let me lay off my masculines. Oh, sugar. I got wax running. Shit. I got to get some small plates for these. I usually don't use this type of candle, but I haven't found the type I need here where I am yet. And you know, don't you hate when you move? I made a move. I moved from one part of the country to the other, and certain things are not as popular here as they are there. I was in Houston, and there's lots of Latinas, and and they're all mostly Catholic. So we have it. They're Catholic, but a lot of us are on the low witchy sisters. They kind of practice both of sorts. It's a cultural thing. I'm just saying what it is. And so there's a lot of the tall candles in the glass already, so you don't have to worry about a holder, and that's what I usually use. But I didn't buy any before I moved because who wants to move those? Really, they're heavy and they're breakable, and why? But now that I think about it, I should have, and I didn't, and I've been trying to find them online, and I know that because like they sell them at the dollar store, right? So I could buy them in bulk, but I can't find anywhere that sells what I need, and okay, moving forward. I know where to go. I know where to go. It's in the other town, but it's in where I used to live. It's here, but another town. But I'll find it. Okay, so all right. There might be one here. I have to find it. There's Mexicans that have a town in New Bern, North Carolina, which is about an hour and a half, but that's where my grown kids and my grandkids are. And they probably have them there because they have everything. Pinatas, manzana soda. Okay. So, all right, moving forward. Chorizo, the good shit, you know? All right, so let me get off of my energy, my stuff. All right, so in the masculine energy, we have the 2 of Wands, the Fool card, the 8 of Swords, and the 8 of Wands. So first of all, I feel the need to, I don't know why, but Spirit calls me where they call me. There is very strong, I got Aries right next to each other right here. With the 2 of Wands, which is Aries, and then the Fool card. So that's very strong Aries energy for those of you who may be dealing with an Aries, because I always see, I have Sagittarius. I have Aries and Sagittarius. So you may have strong Aries or Sagittarius in your chart, or you maybe dealing with someone who is or has strong Aries or Sagittarius in their chart. I know the Aquarius, a Sagittarius in my life has an Aquarius rising. Or yeah. Okay, so so in the feminine energy, we have the Page of Cups, the Ace of Coins, and the Four of Cups, and the Six of Swords. So we have a feminine that's in the energy of I'm going to need to clarify, because this is an offer of love, okay? This is an offer of love. This is someone, this is a feminine offering love and stability. But then it's followed by the Four of Cups and the Six of Swords. So is this an energy of feeling unstable, and that's the reason that they need to make this or are making this offer of love? Or is it moving toward the emotional instability, or moving away from the emotional instability? That's my question. So what that would basically be is, are you making this offer because, feminine, are you making this offer because you love this person and you want to be with this person? Or are you making this offer because you love this person and it's like what you're used to, even though you should be wanting to move away from the person? You get what I'm saying? You get it? Should you be moving away from this person, but you're just making this offer because it's what you're used to? Or do you want to be with this person and you know that this is your person, and that's why you're making this offer and trying to move toward this person? My question is, what is the Four of Cups about? What is the emotional instability exactly about? So we'll go in and clarify that in just a minute. But we'll go into the masculine energy a little bit first. So when I go to clarify, we can run them off at the same time. So we got the Two of Wands, the Fool card, the Eight of Swords, and the Nine of Wands. So we have a masculine in the energy of not knowing what to do and which road to choose, and wanting to make a leap of faith. I'm also confused. I just got to clarify all the way through. And wanting to make a leap of faith, but feeling trapped or stuck in a situation. And so is this person, once again, is this masculine feeling stuck in this situation because he wants to leave it behind? Or is he stuck in a situation not knowing which road to take or how to get out of it, and wants to leave a different situation behind? Because this is an energy of not knowing which way to go with the Two of Wands. So, and the Fool card is saying that he needs to make a decision, needs to make a leap of faith, or need to decide something, to take a chance to decide something, but he's stuck as to what to leave behind and what to throw away or what to keep. Okay? Let's clarify. I have had very few clarifications, so I really cannot complain. They said go deep. So we're going to use the Witch's Tarot to clarify in the masculine energy. And then we're going to use the Wheel of the Year to clarify in the feminine energy. Hello, Diane. You know what, G baby, that is the perfect energy for Aquarius. They're kind of not good at speaking their heart and speaking their mind. They're very reserved. They're very quiet. I have a son that's an Aquarius. Not the one that's with the Capricorn. The one that's with the Capricorn is the Pisces. But the one that is very quiet and very reserved and is going to sit there and wait for his wife to come drag his ass to the altar by the hair, whoever she may be, she's going to have to make those moves because he's very quiet and reserved, and I doubt that he will. All right, so Spirit, why is the Two of Wands here in the masculine energy? Why is the Two of Wands here in this masculine energy, please, Spirit? Why is the Two of Wands here in the masculine energy? Please, Spirit. Okay. We have the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so we get that. We don't know what's going to make him happy. He doesn't know what's going to make him happy. And then we got the Page of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. So he just wants to be stable and live out his truth, but that's still not helping us decide what that is. This is why he's at a crossroads. But, so I guess it's a general read. So I guess it's going to be different for every masculine out there. But this is the desire. This is why he's stuck. So with the Fool card, all right, so we got Sagittarius showing up again with the Temperance energy. And let's see, with the Page of Coins, the Page of Coins, that's going to be Capricorn energy. And then, okay, so then we have the Fool card clarified by the Temperance card and the Two of Pentacles. So really what this is saying to me is that he's basically trying to figure out exactly how to go about healing. He's juggling. Because there's a long-term commitment here. Oh, so he foolishly went out there juggling when there was a long-term commitment that he really should have and could have been healing. So we got the Eight of Swords clarified by the Ten of Wands and the Five of Pentacles. So now that he's trapped, he's feeling left out in the cold. This is someone who made a foolish decision. They did something, and for whatever reason, because these are generals, they made a foolish move, made a foolish decision. When there should have been a time of healing with the Temperance card and patience, there was juggling. Okay? And with the Six of Cups here, there was a long-term soulmate or commitment, but it's like he risked that. He juggled that. He gambled with that and took a chance. So now there's a situation where he's stuck and trapped and feeling left out in the cold. So with the the Nine of Wands, clarified by the Hangman, the Death card. I never end on a Death card because there's always something else. Oh, and then the Marriage card. Okay, so I'm going to go one more because, hold on. Because. And then the Queen of Cups. And the Six of Swords. Okay. So I'm still confused as to whether it's like, okay, so the Hangman. Okay, so it's like he wants to just put the past behind him, look at things differently. With the Death card, something needs to kind of end and be reborn, because that's what the Death card is. It's actually transformation, because nothing can completely die. Energy of any form or any kind must transmute. It must move from one form to another. While your physical body can indeed die and cease to function, your soul will go on and go elsewhere. It must transmute or be converted into another form of energy. No form of energy can simply cease to exist. Okay? So then with the Marriage card, the Twin Flame Soulmate Connection card, that's how it reads for me. This talks about an ending and a rebirth of a marriage or a situation. And then with the Queen of Cups here, this lets me know somebody's really all in their feelings about it. And this actually could be a Queen of Cups, the feminine coming in the Queen of Cups energy. But the Six of Swords is here, which is mirroring the Six of Swords here. So this is a feminine trying to figure out if she should stay in this. This is a should I stay or should I go situation on both parts. But this masculine is feeling very left out in the cold. He gambled foolishly with the connection where there was stability and there was love and there was honesty and truth. There was a long-term commitment and there should have been healing going on, but instead there was juggling going on. And so now for one reason or another, he's stuck out there with his ass out. He done got his ass in some shit that got him stuck in another situation. And now he's just left out in the cold. And he really just wants to put it behind him. But I don't know what's going to happen because I'm just here to enlighten and advise. I do not give outcomes. So let's see if there's going to be any indication as to whether this feminine is going to stay or should I go? Should I stay or should I go? All right. Oh, I'm glad it resonates. I'm glad it resonates. Somebody done went out there and got their ass stuck up and caught up in it. Because, see, they don't understand. I tried to drive this fact home to my masculine for years. Okay. And he was like, you're insecure, you're scared. No. And I guess he wanted to accept that if I do go out and cheat, it's just this, it's just that. I love them. I don't love them. I love you. I'm coming home. Okay. But you may go out there and get yourself in a situation where you can't bring your ass back home. Okay. Because if you go out there and make a baby or get caught up in some shit, you might not be able to come back home. And it's that kind of energy. People leave and then they go get themselves. They go out there. I had a friend for years, a male friend. He was an Aquarius who went out there and kept saying, no, when I cheat on my wife, it's just something to do. It's just sex. I'm not getting my feelings involved. Then one day I got that call. I don't know what to do. I met this chick and I fell in love and now I don't know what to do. And so the wife was upset and crying and hurt. And I think she had gotten to the fact where because he was an entertainer of sorts. And so he traveled a lot. And she had gotten used to the fact he even had a baby in another state. But she was ride or die. They still together. He did eventually get rid of the side chick or that. I don't know what happened with that situation. But the side chick did eventually disappear from the situation. But it was hard for his wife. Because at a point, she was made to feel like the outsider while he was in love with this other chick. Not love, but infatuation. Because the love is the one that's there. The wife. Okay? Some infatuation. We're not going to call it that. We're not going to call it love because that's not what it is. But a lot of times, people go out there thinking, oh, I'm good. It's just sex. It doesn't mean anything. Yes, it does. You're going to get yourself fucked up. You're going to get yourself fucked up and caught up in a situation that you can't get out of. And now your feminine is sitting here trying to figure out, should I leave this person or should I stay? What should I do? All right? Because in the Six of Swords, the person is in the boat and they're traveling. They're trying to get to their destination. But like in this one, the swords are stuck in the boat. So eventually it's going down or it's going to be a rough trip or you're going to be worried that you're going to sink the whole trip. And here in this one, the boat is solid, but the swords are sticking up out of the water. So if you hit one of them, you're going down like the Titanic when it hit the iceberg. So it's still a dicey trip. It's still hard, a hard road to travel or a hard journey either way. All right, Spirit, let's clarify in the feminine energy. Why is the Page of Cups here? We got the Page of Cups clarified by the Eight of Cups, which is walking away. And then the Wheel of Fortune, which is the ending of old cycles, but the beginning of new cycles or an ongoing cycle. Why is there three? So we're going to match it. One more. And then the Knight of Wands. That's fast movement. Well, somewhat. Knights or Wands are the second fastest. So this is somebody that's like, they're charging somewhere on their horse. Let's see where they're going. Okay. So next we have the Eight of Coins, clarified by the Sun card and the Four of Cups. So somebody's feeling like their happiness, it's a stable situation, but they're just not happy. They're not feeling emotionally fulfilled. That's too many. I just want one, please, Spirit. They're not feeling, there's a lack of, there's emotional unfulfillment here. Oh, and then another 4, and then it's just gonna make it happen. Okay, it's just gonna give me 4. All right, so we got the Ace of Coins clarified by the Sun card, the Four of Cups, the Four of Swords, and the Six of Cups. Now, the Six of Cups in this depiction in the Wheel of the Year, usually the Six of Cups talks about a long-term commitment or a soulmate connection. But in this card, it's what she's longing for, because she's sitting on the side of the riverbank with her 6 cups of love, but there's a couple in the water. And the couple in that water is what she's looking at. She's watching this couple, and that's what she wants. So for some of you, it's like you're watching your person with another person, or you're watching a whole other couple and you want that kind of relationship, but it's not what you've got. And now the Four of Swords talks, that I'll call that my peace card. And it also talks about possibly being in a time of separation, or being on a break or a separation or rest from a relationship. Okay? So you're just not happy. You're just not happy within the situation. Yeah, it's stable. It's what kind of sorts, but it's just not what you, it's just not what you want. You're just not happy. Because now I got the Four of Cups twice, 444 on the board, 444 on the board, Four of Cups, Four of Swords, Four of Cups again. So now we have the Four of Cups, the big one, clarified by the Knight of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. So you're just kind of moving toward, you're just trying to find your stability. This is a very unstable situation, and you're just trying to get a grasp on yourself. So I'm still not getting an answer, but because I guess this is a general read, and it's going to apply differently to everyone. And the Princess of Wands. Yeah, so you're just really wanting to, and then we got the Knight of Wands. So it's, no one's where they should be. No one's in this, with the Knight of Wands and the Princess of Wands both showing up here. What that says to me, this is an energy of something that hasn't progressed in the way that's not progressing in the way that it should. It's not on the level that it should be on because of all this instability. There's no queens or kings here. There's just knights and princesses. You see what I'm saying? There's no kings, there's no queens, there's no emperors. There's a page, there's knights, there's princesses. But there's no kings and queens. There's no solid relationship because there's all this instability. And with this Ten of Cups and this placement in the masculine energy, that tells me that it didn't have to be. This did not have to be. There was stability. There was happiness. Oh, and then we got the Six of Swords, clarified by the Eight of Swords. And finally, an Emperor card. That's because somebody wants their stability back. Somebody wants to grab a hold. And the Strength card. This feminine is just trying to, she's trying to get away from all this heartache, all this pain, all this betrayal, all this instability, all this not knowing. She just wants to get back to a place where she's solid and stable and strong, and there is no longer any emotional instability and doubt. Hmm. Three of Cups, okay? And the Queen of Swords, yeah, this looks like she's, for a lot of you, like I said, I don't give outcomes. I'm simply here to enlighten and advise. But for a lot of you feminines, you're no longer going to be dealing with this situation. You're going to do whatever it is that you need to do in order to get back to your stable ground. Get your footing back, to get your grip on your life and your emotions, and I don't blame you. And then on the bottom of the deck is the King of Wands. That's my fuck boy hoe card. Okay? What was on the bottom of the deck for the masculines? The Knight of Wands. More fuck boy hoe energy. I just, just put the wand. If you know, I don't understand it. If you know that you have love and stability, you got wifey material in your life, but you still want to run around. Let me tell you something, feminine. It's not you. So please, if any of you are in that energy of questioning yourself and saying to yourself, why did he do this? Why not me? What did I do? It's not you. Something is innately wrong with an individual who needs to constantly be on the look, who needs to constantly be on the prowl, who needs to constantly be looking for the next best thing, who needs to constantly be looking for a new opportunity and reassurance, and that to feel like, I just want to see if I can get it. I just want to see if I can, or I need that validation, or I need that attention, or I need that feeling of freshness and newness. If it's the ones that need the freshness and the newness, that have to stay in that honeymoon feeling, I just conquered it stage, that does not last always. So there'll never be stability in that person's life. That's an energy that comes and it stays. It's an energy to bond you to a person. So what you're doing is running across the land, traipsing across the land, Knight of Wands, with your horse slinging your wand around, getting all these different women attached to you, because that's what that honeymoon phase is for. It's to get you to the securely attached stage. So then right before you become securely attached, which is where you've gotten through that period and you know each other and you're comfortable with each other, and then you can reach that plateau of love where it begins to grow deeper and stronger and become something else entirely. If you can get to that phase, then it's a beautiful, wonderful, deep feeling. But no, as soon as that energy disappears and the reality sets in, they want to go and find that newness again. That's an issue. That's an addiction to adrenaline that comes from the release of oxytocin. Oxytocin is the same chemical that is released when you fall in love, as in when you get high off of an upper drug, a drug that's an upper, like cocaine or heroin or methamphetamines or things of that nature. Not a depressant, which would be alcohol. Okay? That's an issue in itself. If it's for the situation, the ones who situationally need constant reassurance so that they feel like a man to conquer every piece of ass they run across, that's an issue of self-esteem, of not feeling secure in yourself, to know your worth, to know that not only are you too valuable to be running around slinging your wand everywhere, putting your life at risk, but then also there presents the possibility of running around dropping your seed in 4 or 5 different women, where you got 3, 4, 5 baby mamas out there all trying to lay claim to the same person. And then usually when they get to the point where they finally are ready to stop that bullshit, because A, they got babies everywhere and their life is a hot dramatical mess, and B, they can't make no money because everybody's mad because they chose to move on to the next baby mama or the next chick, and now they all in file for child support, and you can't support your own ass because your check is being sent here, there, and everywhere. Then you meet a woman that you really want and does fulfill that for you, and she don't want you because you got 3, 4, 5 baby mamas and no damn paycheck. That's a self-esteem issue. Because as a man, if you are a divine masculine, if you are a real man, or anybody Any man. Your seed is more valuable than that. You should have more consideration for the potential children that you may have than to do this to them and to you, because nobody else thinks about how it affects the children either. I'm 44 years old, and about it's longer that for two of my sisters. For two of my half sisters, in which we have the same father, I always knew about them. They always knew about me. But because we lived so far apart and our mothers really weren't on any decent terms, they didn't hate each other, but they didn't know each other like that. I didn't connect with them until we were in our 30s. Then I had to research and find the other two siblings, a brother and a sister of mine, and just only reconnected with them about 4 or 5 years ago. Just last summer, I met my older sister for the very first time at 44 years old. And she is 46, and she has a younger brother who is 44 with me. Come to find out, when we did the math and looked at their birthdays, my mom said, well, shit, we were pregnant at the same time. I didn't know that because he was born just a couple of months before me. So these are the things that you don't think about. So now, depending on whether these women all get along or not, you have siblings that don't even know each other. And God knows, my children, thank God, were all raised within the same household. Thank God. And their fathers didn't. For my first daughter's father and my husband that I was with, who I had my last 3 children with, he doesn't have any more children anywhere. So they're all they got. They know who all their brothers and sisters are. Thank God. He did right. Now, for my oldest daughter, her father had 2 more boys, and their family stayed a part of her life. Their family, her grandmother and her father, made sure she knows her two younger brothers very well. At one point, one of them was living with her, and they had issues. He wrecked her car, but whatever. They know each other. But for my oldest son, his father has like 13 or 14 kids, and my son doesn't know them all. And some of them, my son is grown, about to hit 30, and some of them are like little. Very little. And so he may not ever have a decent relationship. And then his wife, for whatever reason, he married a woman for whatever reason, decided that she didn't care. She was not going to like me. I had nothing against the woman. And pretty much discouraged her kids from having any relationship with my son. So they're not cool with their big brother. And that's not cool. So see, all because of their mother's attitude. See, this is a situation that, men, your seed is more valuable than for you to go just spreading it and dropping it any damn where. And then you're not considering how this affects your children. Yet and still, my father said there were 7 of us. That was just counting the girls. So I found there's a brother, that makes 8. And so far there are 6 of us that are aware of each other. 2 sisters, brother, sister, me. No, 5 of us that are aware of each other. There's 1 other sister that I know who her mother is, and I'm going to be in the process of finding her. But that leaves 2 that I have no clue who their mother is or where or how or whatever to find them. None. So unless they know about any of us and try to come find us, I'll never know who they are. Men, your seed is more valuable than that. That is a lack of self-esteem where you run around feeling like you can just spread it. It's more valuable. It really is. Value yourself, value your seed more than that. That's a self-esteem issue. So these issues have nothing to do with you feminine. Don't beat yourself up. Don't think you could have done something different. Don't think that you caused it. Don't think that, because even if a man, it feels like you didn't treat him right within a situation, cheating is not the answer. Just say, I can't deal with you. I'm done with this. I'm leaving. To run around cheating is bullshit. Then with the 10 of coins coming out there was happiness and stability. So clearly, just being foolish running around, got yourself masculine, stuck in a situation that you want to leave behind, and you want your feminine to just forgive you and come back. Good luck. Let's pull an oracle card. Rant over. Hi, Tarot's Apprentice. Home is where the head is. That's right. It damages more than they know. That's right. They don't think about it. Being fooled, you think, well, what's the worst that can happen? What? I don't use too many. Just stupid. Just damn stupid. Lower vibrational words for lower vibrational instances. Just stupid behavior. I got 2 siblings I'll never find. And I'm a very caring person. You know those stories of people that meet somebody? There's been a couple over the years that meet somebody and fall in love and find out this is your sibling. What? What? I told my son, one of my sons said one time, said something about going to a sperm bank. How you bet not? Fuck wrong with you? Wish you would do that to my grandchildren. No. Spirit, please let me have an oracle card. My energy is just all thrown off. I can only imagine. Oh. Feminine baby, I'm so sorry you have fallen prey to this type of bullshit. It's not you. Don't beat yourself up. Make your decision. Should you stay or should you go? I don't give outcomes. I'm simply here to enlighten and advise. But whatever you do, know that it's not you. To be fair, that's all we're trying to do is be fair. That's all people should do is be fair. Is that fair? Is that fair though? You out there running around slinging your wand everywhere. Do I get a choice? That's the other thing. If I'm sleeping with somebody, if I'm having intimate relations with you, and we're having raw intimate relations, so you just running around dipping your wand elsewhere and then coming home and jumping into bed with me, that's nasty. Well, there's that meme that went around that said, if you wouldn't wear my dirty ass panties, don't sleep with my man. That's nasty. And you might be able to get rid of a physical STD, but when I tell you that soul ties are real, that when you can transfer energies of an individual from person to person through sexual relations and intimate contact, so you went out there and slept with some bipolar crazy bitch, then you came home and brought that energy with you. Go ahead now. I'll be up in here all day. Let me read this card. To be fair, balance, justice, a need to consider options, mutual benefits, and the law of cause and effect. Life offers experiences that are challenging, experiences that are nourishing. Yet over time, they strike a balance. You move from being, from spaces to doing, from discovering to loving to letting go to being again. Life is a pendulum swinging between all of these states. You will always oscillate back and forth between doing and being. If you are not content with where you are at this moment, remember that all experiences have their place. Accept them without judgment, and you will see how the universe adjusts in perfect balance. You reap what you sow. For every cause, there is an effect, and wondrous things will be revealed now. The relationship message here is, can you find a way to achieve fairness right now? This is a time for listening as well as speaking, for understanding as well as asking to be understood. There is much to be learned, and you will learn it if you remain open and objective, weighing options and considering all sides. Your heart wants to connect to others, so allow for a balanced exchange of ideas and actions. The best kind of relationship is one in which there is mutual benefit and each party feels heard, valued, and respected. Be fair to all. The protection messages, because somebody gonna need it. Injustice and inequity are a part of life, but they do not have to define your experience. All right, Queens? This is a time when you may observe an injustice rightened and fairly redressed. Perhaps you've come to the rescue of someone else or are called to answer for a personal slight. You will be amazed by the sense of power that surges through you when you stand up for yourself and others. This card also indicates a good time to advocate for others who are less fortunate. Choose your cause and commit to it because you can make a difference. One thing is for certain, fairness is your intention. The situation will be resolved for the highest good of all concerned through acts of kindness, empathy, and courage. All right? Stay strong, feminines. Masculine, get your shit together. All right, I fussed enough in this read, Aquarius. Forgive me. But I'm sorry, not sorry. You know what I mean? It is what it is. To be fair, it is what the fuck it is. All right, Aquarius, I love y'all. I will see you for the end of March. For those of you in the chat, if you want to see more of me, hear me fuss, I'm about to jump out and jump back in and do Pisces, and then that will wrap up the Soulmate videos for the beginning of March. So I'll check with y'all, Aquariuses, for the middle of March reads, and then after I get out done with the Pisces, I'm going to jump back up here and do the dailies for Monday. So catch the dailies. And then after that, I'll be doing some Ask MissNJoy. That'll be questions, $5 each. Payment accepted through Cash App or PayPal. All right. So I'll be up here till for a good while tonight. All right. I love y'all, Aquarius. Good luck with this. Feminines, I don't know if you're going to stay or if you're going to go, baby. But know your worth. Know your value. Set some boundaries and don't take no shit. Love you.